everyone. So today I'm going to answer 3 key questions that were sent to us about a carbon project's financial disclosure. That's a really good question, and this is something that we are wondering ourselves. The short answer is we don't really know, which is the whole problem. And one of the major issues is that there is a lack of public disclosure of financial information from project actors, such as project developers and owners. And a study that we recently conducted shows that there is a large discrepancy between where carbon projects are located and the location where the majority of companies involved in these projects are based. So companies from wealthy countries typically implement and run carbon projects, despite the fact that most projects are located in less affluent nations. So this naturally raises the question about who truly benefits from the voluntary carbon market. And the problem is that there's a lack of publicly available information to support the claim that money is actually being directed to communities on the ground. And without this data, it is really difficult to determine where the money is going. Okay, so this is also a really interesting question. We need stringent rules to ensure that communities get a fair share of the revenue generated from the sale of carbon credits. This could be through the implementation of a robust benefit sharing agreement or arrangement, for example. And a benefit sharing arrangement is essentially a contractual clause meant to distribute money and non-monetary benefits to stakeholders involved in or affected by the project. And of course, this will include Indigenous peoples and local communities. Benefits received through a benefit sharing arrangement should really be separate from payments for results. There's currently a lack of transparency surrounding benefit sharing arrangements, however, as can be seen in a report we commissioned by Oko Institute. So amongst other findings, the study showed that even if a standard had implemented some sort of requirement to have a benefit sharing arrangement in place, there was still a lack of evidence of benefit sharing with stakeholders other than just the project implementers. So in other words, it is still very difficult to know whether or not the benefits were truly reaching Indigenous peoples and or local communities connected to the project. Okay, so this is the last question, and again, it is also very interesting. So those with the most influence and control. So basically those that are setting out the rules and requirements for project developers and initiatives whose purpose is to help guarantee high quality. So for example, VCM standards should require that companies and individuals implementing a project provide detailed information about the financial distribution of funds, and for all projects to have robust, clearly defined benefit sharing arrangements. Another example is integrity standards, such as the ICBCM, should mandate greater transparency in the market, including enforcing requirements for the public disclosure of financial information, and adopt clear rules requiring benefit sharing. And next, governments, through domestic legislation, can also implement rules regulating this area by requiring that robust benefit sharing arrangements are in place.